Do you guys remember the last video I did about the man who barely escaped with his life? We're talking about STDs again, guys. He brought some chick over to his house, an older dude. You know, he says, I'm not a sugar daddy. I'm more of a splendid daddy. I thought that was pretty funny. But anyways, he somehow found out that she had HIV because some medication fell out of her bag randomly by the fan, and it just so happened to fall out. And he asked her, hey, are you sick? Do you have it? She said yes and confirmed it. And he barely escaped and decided to get on TikTok and warn other people. He actually met the chick on TikTok. And in that video, I stressed the importance of sexual discipline when it comes to being out here in the dating market. Too many people don't think twice about protecting themselves. Too many people play with their own health, all for the sake of liberation, fun. And I just think these are conversations that aren't had enough. This video is captioned, Houston isn't the place to date, I promise you. I'm Maurice Time. Check it out.
Some of y'all gonna learn to listen to me, man, and take heed at what I be saying in these videos. I still see people coming out here talking about, oh, I'm going to Houston. That's where all the motion is at. That's where all the baddies is at. That's where all the rich YNs is at, or the rich old school is at. Listen, you better quit coming out here trying to date, man. Listen, there was a time when you could date an ugly person, and an ugly person would appreciate the fact of just having a man or a woman. You can't even date an ugly person now, an ugly person to cheat on you. Coming out here to Houston, man, it's okay if you coming out here just to party for the weekend or something. But you ever heard that saying, if you with me, you stuck with me?
Right.
But this is a different type of situation out here in Texas, man. Mainly Houston. You come out here messing with something while you visiting, you're going to end up taking it back with you. And it's going to stick with you for the rest of your life.
Oh, no.
And it's not going to be good. It's going to be one of them things that you can never get rid of. I be seeing so many people out here talking about, oh my God, the emotion is in Texas. Listen, Texas is full of diseases. HIV, crabs, what the hell you call them? Crawdads, gonorrhea. Listen.
Mercy.
It's some nasty folks out here, man. So you guys coming out here trying to pick these females up because she got a bad body with a $10 dress on looking for a rich dude. And for you dudes coming out here with these white gas station white t-shirts on that cost $7.99 with some gym shoes, some white gym shoes to match it, thinking that you finna pick up a queen, you better think again. And you females that jump on every dude that give you a time of day or even give you some attention, you think that looks nice and have a nice car, you better think twice. It's a 90% probability that that man has a woman at home, a wife at home. Texas, listen, it's nasty out here, bro. It is nasty out here. Only come out here if you going to party for a weekend or you coming to visit. This is not the place to come and try to pick up a male or a female and start a relationship, man. I'm telling you guys right now, stay away from Texas if you're trying to date. And this is just not to the guys. This is to the females too. Don't come out here trying to date. It's not all cracked up to be what you guys think it is. Don't be fooled about the stuff that you guys see on Instagram. The woman standing next to that nice car, it's not hers. Don't be fooled about the guy you see on Instagram with the gold chain on in the car in the background. It's not his. It's not his, man. Y'all need to wake up, man. Y'all gonna mess around and take something back home that you cannot get rid of. If you're gonna date, you better off finding somebody to date where you live at. You come out here in Texas trying to date, you're gonna around and find out. I promise you.
Let's talk about the sponsor of this channel, fathershaverights.com. Engaged and soon-to-be married men, hiring the wrong lawyer can leave you with an overpriced, unenforceable prenup. Avoid the trap. Inside my step-by-step guide at fathershaverights.com, renowned attorneys James Sexton and the lead attorney lay out the exact questions to ask, red flags to spot, and proven steps to hiring the perfect prenup lawyer. The guide itself costs only a couple of dinner dates, far less than a single billable hour. Hit the link pinned to the top of the comment section, lock in your guide, and join the hundreds of men securing their marriages the right way. You know, people really don't like hearing these type of videos because it's scary stuff. and it's seen as fear mongering, and people are like, oh, you're exaggerating the situation. But when you see news stations like KPRC releasing videos with titles like Houston sees spike in HIV, STI as vital health service face cuts, then there has to be some truth to this. We've seen many of these videos. So more people need to be talking about, first off, protecting yourself no matter where you're at, Houston or not, and being aware that these things are going on, because we live in a generation where sexual intimacy isn't taken as seriously anymore. How many people wished they saw a video like this and took it seriously? Top commenter says it's not just Houston or Texas. This is happening everywhere. Dating is no longer dating. Yeah, it's like Russian roulette. Somebody else, she says, facts. I worked for the health department. Here's somebody else who added choosing celibacy every single day. Here's somebody else that says dating is terrible out here. Another person here added, not the time to date, period. Do you guys know, a lot of people don't know this. And just to confirm this, do you guys know that the STD rates have just been like on a steady rise? Like they have slowed down at times, but really have just been on a rise. I should worry people that just more and more and more people continue to get infected. And then you have certain STDs or STIs, because there's some you can cure and then there's some you can't. Just to verify, I just want to talk to our AI system barista, Ms. Coffee here. Ms. Coffee, have STDs been on a rise within the past decade?
You're asking a smart question, darling. Here's what the latest evidence says. Have STDs risen in the past decade? Yes, unequivoc.
She said unequivocally. The answer is yes. U.S. sexual transmitted infections, STIs, particularly chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis, have risen dramatically over the past decade. Annual diagnosis climbed 42% between 2011 and 2021, before a slight decline 1% to 2% in 2023. I wonder what caused that slight decline percentages. A few more comments here. Another person here says Miami, Atlanta, Houston. Here's somebody else who says it's not just Texas, it's happening all over. Another person who says Atlanta, Houston. He put 3 exclamation marks after Atlanta just to let you know. Somebody else here says Louisiana, 100% facts. Here's somebody else who says they dating for money/help, not love. Another person who says not the $10 dress. Here's somebody else who says that's right, Atlanta. GA is the same thing. Somebody else here added most of us inside for these very facts. It's everywhere. It's sad. Yeah. Just be careful. Listen, I believe this is why God calls for people to have sexual discipline and calls for people to not entertain sexual immorality. People just think, oh, you don't want us to have fun. No, there's some things that are just out of order and produce toxicity, produce disease, right? You can go out and eat everything you want, but don't be surprised when you get sick. You weren't made to sleep with hundreds of people or whatever number you think is outrageous. Discipline matters. There is a certain order to life. It's don't judge, have fun until you get that doctor's note. And I don't wish that on anybody. Hey guys, as always, I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pod. To my currently engaged or soon to be married men, if you need a prenup and would like a guide that shows you how to get a solid and legally binding prenuptial agreement, hit the link pinned to the top of the comment section and access your guide at fathershaverights.com today.